Beetlejuice is a fantasy comedy film directed by Tim Burton and stars Alec Baldwin, Gina Davis, Winona Ryder, and Michael Keaton. The film is about a couple who, after they die and come back as ghosts, find their house to be occupied by an obnoxious family, so the couple decide to hire Beetlejuice to help them get rid of the new tenants. Now, I'm a big fan of Tim Burton. I'm a big fan of his style. I like his visual elements. Granted, a lot of his recent stuff hasn't been as good as his earlier stuff, like Dark Shadows, Alice in Wonderland, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, weren't as successful as Tim Burton's early films like Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and of course Batman. But yeah, Beetlejuice was Tim Burton's second ever feature film. And with his first film, he didn't have enough creative control to put his style into it. Here, he could tell a visual story the way he wanted to, and it pretty much shows here. And yes, this is a great film. Although, to prepare for this review, I watched this film last night, and yeah, the first time I saw this film, I was amazed, and then like watching it again last night, yeah, it just didn't have that same impact as the first time had. And to be fair, a lot of the stuff in here doesn't hold up as much anymore. A lot of the visual effects are a bit outdated, the stop motion does look fake, the green screen is hilariously fake, and the writing isn't as great as I once thought it was. Yeah, like the writing can be a bit cheesy, a bit childish, and don't get me wrong, this is a film not meant for kids, but yeah, at points, the writing did feel a bit childish for me, and I did feel like I was watching something that was meant for kids. It doesn't make it bad, but yes, this is a minor gripe that did bug me in points in the film. But what I did like about this film was the characters, and how each character had a certain look to them. With Winona Ryder's character, her character is a goth-type character, so she wears a lot of black, and I very much like the design of this character. But of course, the main star, Beetlejuice, this character looks amazing. Just absolute craziness is what this character looks like. And the story for the most part is pretty good, as it is a dead couple who are ghosts who are trying to kick out these new tenants who are obnoxious as all hell. And when they can't kick them out, they hire crazy Beetlejuice to help them. And if you're expecting Beetlejuice to appear at the start of the film, you're gonna be disappointed because he doesn't show up until halfway. So basically, this film is kind of split into two acts. The first act is basically the dead couple trying to get used to their new lives of being ghosts and trying to kick out the new guests. And then the second act is all Beetlejuice. And it's definitely in the second act that the film definitely picks up. Like, the first act's fine, nothing's wrong with it, but the first act didn't leave a huge enough impression for me to get invested in the story from the start. It was pretty good. I was entertained by the first half, and it was enjoyable, but once the second act comes in and Beetlejuice is introduced, yeah, that's when the film gets a hell of a lot better. And definitely, Michael Keaton's portrayal as his character definitely steals the second half of this movie. Although, to be a nitpicker here, yeah, his performance isn't exactly perfect. There are points of what he's saying doesn't make sense, and it is a bit hard to understand because this is how Beetlejuice talks throughout the movie. So you want to get these obnoxious parents out of your house? Yes, I will help you. Oh, I will help you indeed. That's pretty much what he sounds like. At points it's hard to understand and to know what he's saying, but yeah, I didn't have a problem with this performance. In fact, it's one of the best performances in the film. It's just a nitpick, but it is there. Overall, absolutely recommended. Although I would say watch this film every once in a while. If you do watch this every other time, you will get sick of it. And to me, I am getting a bit tired of this movie. And again, parts of this film doesn't hold up as much anymore, as this film was released in 1988, but a lot of stuff still holds up. Like, the characters still hold up, a lot of the designs still hold up, and while there are some details that are lacking and aren't properly explained, it's not an absolutely perfect movie. Like I said, there are some issues with the film itself, and while this film hasn't exactly aged well, in my opinion, it holds up just enough to be an enjoyable experience. And I'm going to give this film an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5. Thank you for watching.